Hello, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to our next level live streaming. Wow, we have quite a number of you guys. If you can hear me, can you type next level, type NL in the chat? So I know that my sound and everything is working, okay? Because it's the first few times that I'm using this YouTube live, and I also have my TikTok live as well going on because my team say that, hey, why not just since we are sharing, right? Why not we just stream it on TikTok as well? So I will be multitasking a little bit. Pardon me if I'm not very savvy with the technology. Okay, so I can see Andy, I can see Armando, I can see Steven, I can see Light as well. Okay, wow, Light. Today we'll keep it very light-hearted, okay? And Sui Hing as well. Welcome, guys. Oh, wow, we have about 30 plus of you, okay? So, wow, my team is also spying on me. Okay, I can see them having McDonald's. Hey, can you all get out of the live stream? Just kidding. Okay, so today, right, as the title suggests, we're talking about 5 stocks to buy if you are regretting missing out on the AI boom. Okay, so I have been doing research for the whole of today and yesterday. I mean, I just finished my 2 days BOS MBA workshop over the weekend. So a lot of students have been asking me about AI and also like how if they miss out on NVIDIA, what's going to happen? Is there any companies that you guys can still invest in? So I spent quite a bit of time over the weekend researching on some AI companies, and I found out there are a lot of companies that are in the AI space that some of you might know, some of you might not know, and especially for someone, how many of you guys have invested in NVIDIA? Can you type NVDA in the chat so I know that how many of you are already millionaires? Just kidding, just kidding. Yeah, so I actually researched on 5 companies. Actually, there's more lah, but I did a little bit of filter out. Oh wow, Lee and also Hermanto. Wow, you guys must be very, very hot already. Okay, so maybe next time y'all can treat us for dinner. Okay, so many of you invested in NVIDIA, and you are probably wondering like what is the next NVIDIA or what's the next Palantir. So in my very first live stream 2 weeks ago, you guys can go and watch it as well. I shared a lot of big cap companies, and then my team kind of tell me that, hey, wow, you share so many big cap companies that everybody knows already. Then wow, so boring, everybody knows all these companies already. So today, I'm gonna share with you. Some is still big cap because we are very safe value investor, but some companies, I also never heard of them until the last weekend. Okay, so let's get straight into sharing. Let me share my screen. Okay, okay, can you guys see my screen? So yeah, so I think we'll take maybe about like half an hour because today I'm not feeling so well, but I still show up for you guys for this presentation. Okay, so just want to run through everything that we say here or we share here is actually for education purpose. Okay, so if you want to invest in all these companies that we share, right? Hey, wow, my screen already show you guys all the things already. Never mind. We are very open here. I'll share with you guys the 5 companies anyway. So anything that we share here is for education purpose. If you need any form of investment advice, please seek out for your financial advisor. Okay, the professional one that go through a lot of exams. Okay, so let's see how many of you guys are here. Let me add this to stage so that you guys can see. Okay, we have 70 plus of you guys here. Wow, I must be quite a popular live streamer. Just kidding. Okay, so first of all, just to get some administrative thing out of the way, you guys can take out your handphone to scan this link over here. I also put it in our banner so that y'all don't miss out. Okay, so join our BOS Telegram where we share all the stock market news, all the things that we are looking at, we also share over there. So you can take out your handphone now, all 70 plus of you, go and scan this QR code, or I can also post this link in the chat actually, so that you guys can have a look. Okay, so go and join our Telegram group. Myself and Beyond and my team, we always research on companies. And actually, right now, I just want to share with you guys, right? Wow, there's earnings that today is Monday. I think this week we have quite a number of earnings coming up. Just to share with you guys, this is what I posted in my private Discord channel for our students. But don't worry, I'll show it to you guys also. Okay, so this week we have quite a number. Actually, today we have, oh, actually I don't really know all these companies. Okay, quite a number lah. Actually, it comes on Tuesday onwards. We have Visa, we have SoFi, we have UNH, Spotify, UPS, Booking Holdings. Wow, really a lot of big cap companies showing their earnings. And usually earnings period, right, is where the interest and also the stock prices usually fluctuates. Okay, so now it's always very unpredictable, right? So please make sure to keep up with all the earnings that's happening this week. There's Meta, Microsoft, Robinhood, really quite a lot of big companies, and some companies I'm also sharing later in within the five companies that I really want to share. Okay, MasterCard on Thursday, and some of it is before it opens, before the market open, and some of it is after the market opens, after the market closes. Okay, so of course, as value investors, as long-term investors, don't go and pick or buy or sell stocks right before earnings lah. Okay, don't be those noob investors out there lah. Okay, we are very serious, right? So we don't buy and sell during earnings period. Of course, because of earnings, there's certain movements, there's certain fluctuations, we will go and consider, okay, whether we should add it to our portfolios. Okay, so now let me stop sharing. Okay, let's see. Wow, there's still quite a number of you guys here. Y'all can share this link with your friends also, okay, for those of you who have friends who love investing. Okay, so the first company that we are sharing today is this company called ASML. Can you guys type ASML in the chat? If you know this company, you can type ASML also. Okay, so ASML, let's look at what happened recently. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so when I was looking at this company, actually a couple of years ago, I was introduced to this company because when we were teaching our classes, quite a number of students also asked us, hey, do you guys know ASML? Actually, this company is listed in the Netherlands Stock Exchange also. Okay, in all the way in Europe. Okay, so it's based in Netherlands, but it also has a second listing. Okay, some companies, they have a dual, what we call a dual listing. So they list in NASDAQ as well. So you can either go and buy the Netherlands one, or you can go and buy the NASDAQ one. Okay, but of course the NASDAQ one, right, there is more movements lah, which means more volume, more people buy and sell and trade the stock. Okay, so recently, the past 1 month, look at what happened to ASML. Negative 11%. Okay, so there is a lot of noise in the market for this stock in the last 1 week. Later I'll dive deep into what happened. Okay, so basically ASML, right, is this company that manufactures chips for all the AI companies lah. Okay, so they also work with NVIDIA, they work with AMD. Basically what they do, right, is they use this thing called the EUV system lah. Okay, it's very complicated, and someone like myself who is not very into the semiconductor space, right, will take some time to understand. Okay, so basically they manufacture the machines that actually do these printings on the chips. Okay, so like NVIDIA, AMD, they manufacture the chips for your computers, your supercomputers and that, right? So they are the ones that print the information on the chip so that they the chips can actually recognize all the memories, they know what to do. Okay, so they have this technology, very interesting. I want to show you guys. It's called the EUV lithography system. Okay, so basically, this very very big computer, right? They will print all this memory into the chip itself, so that when it actually delivers to, let's say, Apple or your Intel computers, right? The printing, the memory, everything's there. Okay, so to understand a little bit about ASML, right, I also took some time. Okay, I went to read up on all this EUV lithography. What does it mean? If you don't really understand, right, it will take some time. Okay, it will take some time to understand. So I actually want to show you guys this video. Okay, it helped me to understand what they actually do, but just briefly lah. Okay, if you really want to dive deep, right, you have to go really deep into it. Okay, so they actually manufacture the things on the chip lah. Okay, I just show you guys this video, just a short one, so that you can have a. So this is a wafer that they actually print the information on the chip itself. Okay, after watching this, can you guys understand? Eh? Oh, you cannot see my screen. Eh, who go and hide my screen? Okay, never mind. Never mind. Don't really need to watch the video. Okay. So anyway, okay, I think I stopped share. I think someone go and touch my screen, but never mind. Okay, I can share my entire screen. Okay, then y'all can see. Basically just now I was sharing with you guys. Okay, add to stage. Okay, basically just now I was sharing on what ASML actually does. Okay, so it's printing all this information using a laser technology. Okay, it's a very very delicate technology that only ASML so far, right? Only the whole world, so many companies that is doing chip manufacturing, right? They are the only ones that has successfully manufactured this EUV lithography technology. Okay, so in a sense, right, they actually have a very huge monopoly. Okay, they have a very huge monopoly in the whole ecosystem of manufacturing chips. Okay, so okay, my admin team not around lah. I'm one man show today. That's why. Okay, but don't worry. I will make sure that I share the screen with you guys so that y'all can see as well. Okay, so as I was saying, right, so this is the technology that they have. So basically, right, their moat is very strong, and that's why, right, for companies that have such a strong moat, right, it's very easy to dominate the market, and that's why you see the share price of ASML, right, is crazy. Okay, so you look at the charting, right, for on TradingView or for ASML, they have actually been growing so much in the last 5 years. Okay, if I really zoom out into 5 years, it's gonna be very crazy. Okay, actually, it's easier to show you on Google. But yeah, so the dip recently, right? Actually, if you zoom out, right, it's actually pretty small compared to how much it has grown for the last 5 years. Okay, so like I said, good investors, we don't just look at charts. You know, we don't just look at what the business does. We also look at some numbers as well. Okay, so looking at ASML numbers, you know, the revenue year-on-year growth has been very, very good. I mean, it's still positive. So that's why, like I said, good companies, year-on-year growth, there's always, it's always green lah. Okay. But let's look at the operating income. So usually I will look at operating income. Of course, it has not been doing so well in the last, I mean, compared to Oh, sorry, I see wrongly. Oh, it has been doing quite well. It has been doing quite well, okay? So the thing that I was very concerned about is the earnings per share year on year previously. In the last 2022 and also 2024, it has not been doing so well. But of course, the free cash flow is still going super strong. Okay, something happened in 2023. I think they did some major changes, but it has recovered quite quickly in terms of their free cash flow. Okay, and their margins as well. Operating margin has been doing pretty well. Okay, so it is a very very strong company, and of course, when you see strong companies like this, right, it's very hard for them to be having any discounts lah. If you ask me, like you see the operating cash flow year on year, right, it has been growing so much. Okay, 2022 and 2023, y'all can ignore lah, but it has been growing so much in the last 2 years. Okay, so of course, I also, in terms of companies like this where there is a very big change, I always look at what happened. Okay, why recently it dropped? Okay, so recently, right, the CEO during their Q2 earnings, they did share that even though they actually meet their guidance, okay, the total net sale came in at 7.7 billion, okay, at the top end of our guidance. So actually they meet their expectations, their guidance, and then the gross margin was 53.7%, okay, above their guidance. So actually, if you look at the Q2 results, it is actually doing pretty well. And the reason why ASML actually dropped so many percent in the last couple of days after their earnings came out, right, is because of this statement. Okay, so when he said looking at 2026, we see that our AI fundamentals are still going strong. However, at the same time, we continue to see increasing uncertainty driven by macroeconomic and geopolitical development. So therefore, we still prepare for the growth in 2026, but we cannot confirm at this stage. Okay, so when a CEO of a company say, "Hey, we cannot confirm the growth of 2026," that's where investors panic. Okay, and the main reason why the CEO, he didn't really dare to give a positive or a very big statements on 2026, right, is because of this. Because Donald Trump, actually, when he made this statement, Donald Trump actually said he wanted to tax the European Union countries 30% tariffs. Okay, but just now, this morning, at about 16 hours ago, I just saw this news that they have confirmed a trade deal at 15% tariff. Okay, so that's why the CEO, he was really uncertain at the point of time, and he didn't want to make a very bold statement. Okay, so right now 15% actually is still okay for a European Union trade deal. Okay, so even though they were afraid of the geopolitical and the tariffs, right, and all these ongoing trade disputes lah, for ASML is actually quite okay because they have been meeting their guidance. And actually, right, if you think about it, right, the biggest customers of ASML, right, actually is these three companies. Okay, these three companies, which is Intel, Samsung Electronics, that manufactures all the handphones, okay, and Taiwan Semiconductor, which is in Taiwan. Okay, and the rest is others lah, not that significant for their sales. Okay, so for ASML, right, they are actually the one that have the monopoly of all the market, but they are actually, their customers only mainly belongs to these three companies. Okay, so this is the part that I'm more cautious on, because if your sales come from all these three companies, right, then when one day they just, what if suddenly Samsung say, hey, no, I want to choose another company. Okay, so far they are still very safe because they are the only one that manufactures the EUV. Okay, but if you look at the countries that they actually sell to, is 36% is actually China, because of Samsung. 23% is South Korea, and then 16% is US. Okay, so it's not that significant for the tariff, but it's still a very big because it is in the millions, okay, that they are supplying to US companies. Okay, Taiwan is 15% or so. There's Japan, there's others. Okay, so the biggest pie that is over here is China, which is ASML biggest country that is buying all their products. Okay, so and what I'm actually looking at, right, is the risk that is gonna threaten ASML's growth, even though it still continue to grow. But actually, the competition from China's EUV technology is uprising. Okay, they still haven't been able to solve, you know, the secret of how they create the EUV technology, but China, it is really catching up already. So I'll be a bit more cautious on this stock, but it is a company that is still in my watch list. You know, it's doing very well financially, so I'm not too worried when we actually invest in companies. Okay, so now let me look at your comments. Okay, oh, AY did a BOSS on ASML. Very good. How many percent do you get, AY? Is it more than the percentage that we always ask you guys to do? Okay, so yeah, I think ASML is a company that other than Nvidia, because Nvidia is also one of their clients as well. So it's a company that I was looking at in the past. Okay, so next, second one, let's go straight into it. Okay, you guys excited or not? Okay, it's this company called TSMC, okay, which is also a client of ASML. I won't go too much into the details because I think it is a company that most people know about. Okay, if you guys don't know, actually TSMC, right, makes up of 15 or 16% of the whole of Taiwan's GDP. Okay, which is huge. A single company makes out of 16% of a whole country's GDP, right? And Taiwan is not that small, lah. Okay, so it is quite a significant company in Taiwan. You know, I was talking to my wedding bridal coordinator, right? She's from Taiwan. And she was asking me about investing, you know, asking me what's my advice, because she haven't started investing before. So when I mentioned, hey, have you looked at TSMC? She immediately she told me that, oh, I know about this company. Then I'm like, hey, I thought you told me that you don't know, you haven't invested before, you haven't done any investing, you haven't looked at the stock market before that. But she said, I know about TSMC. Then I'm like, oh, wow, so that is a company that a lot of Taiwanese, they are very familiar with lah. Okay, so let's look at the numbers. So recently, TSM has been doing very well. Okay, they actually changed their name now. When I know about them, it was called TSMC. Okay, I actually invested in this company, if I'm not wrong, about 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah, but I actually sold out already lah, cause I realized that, hey, semiconductor, I don't really understand this company. Okay, so yeah, but that was very early part of my investing journey. Yeah, but let's look at TSM. You know, what is their company all about? Okay, I'm taking you guys through how I usually research about a company. Okay, so that's why you see my slides, there's not a lot of things, but I want to show you guys how I research on certain companies. Okay, do you guys enjoy watching so far? Is it better if I show you about my investing, how I do research on companies? If you guys like it, can you type yes in the chat? Okay, so I know that you guys enjoy it. Okay, do you guys like it or not? I show you guys how I research on certain companies lah. Okay, so it's better I don't just give you guys the answer. You all see how I go and research on companies. Okay, yes, Mona say please show us. Very good. Okay, Esther say yes, and yeah, AY also, Kenneth also. Okay, very good. Okay, so usually when I want to invest in a company, I will look at 2 things lah, which is or maybe 3 things. I will look at it from a stock analysis first. You know, I'm just briefly looking through okay, overview. You know, I see what's their market cap, all that, their PE. It's actually quite okay. Then I will go and look at the financials. Okay, revenue year on year, is it a positive? Okay, and if it's positive, is it positively increasing? It cannot just be positive lah. Positive, everybody also can. You make revenue every year increase 1%. 1% also increasing, right? Okay, but I want to make sure that it is. Sorry, I'm not sharing the right screen. Oops. Okay, let me remove this first. Okay, I will share my full screen. Okay, so it's easier. Okay, I will be better. Okay, I will be better at managing this StreamYard thing. Okay, so just now I was saying revenue year on year, and it has to be increasing. Okay, it has to be positive first, but it has to be increasing. Okay, and then usually I will look at the operating income. Okay, it's also positive and increasing. Okay, so I will look at cash flow. Okay, cash flow is actually quite okay. I think 2022 there's a slowdown in all the semiconductors, all the AI related companies. Okay, so that's where there was, because you need to understand that for semiconductors, right, is a cyclical kind of industry. Okay, if you go and research on semiconductors, right? Okay, wait. Semiconductors is a cyclical stock. Okay, so is I think 2022 was a downturn. So you will see that for any semiconductors, right? You know, they go through this thing called the cyclical. So it will go up, it will go down, it will go up, it will go down. Okay, that's just the how semiconductors work. Okay, so that's why you see 2022 it was down, but actually it will go up in the next couple of years. Okay, same thing if you go back a couple of years back, right? I mean, this one only shows you 5 years data lah. If you go further back, you'll see that it also went down for about 1 year and then it went back up. Okay, understand so far? Okay, so after looking at briefly the numbers, then I will go in and look at their company website. Okay, so I love to look at their website because it shows how serious they are. Okay, so even though TSM is a Taiwan company, you know, they mainly based in Taiwan, but I want to see how much effort they put into their website. Okay, so I can understand what the company does as well. Okay, so usually, right, if you want to look at their numbers or anything, right, just go to investors. Okay, investors, then they will share with you how's their last quarter doing. I won't go into details. I think you all can go and see how they manufacture certain things. You know, I'll research on their products on the website itself. Okay, and then I will look at the charts. Okay, then I will decide for myself. Okay, don't go and look at other people's opinion. Just decide for yourself. Is this a company that is good to enter or not? Okay, so yeah, I think the charting wise, it looks pretty okay. In terms of their TA, has been positively increasing. Okay, of course, in April there's a turn down because of Donald Trump and all the tariffs going on. But after that, you know, you see that it is increasing. If you have bought during the April period, I can tell you, I think AY is very happy already. Okay, 84%. AY, do you buy at the bottom or not? Okay, it's impossible to buy at the bottom, okay, guys. So you need to make sure that you don't chase. Okay, you don't chase for all these results. Of course, nobody can be so lucky every time buy at the bottom one. You know, you have to look at I mean, when you see that there's a confirmation, you see that actually is increasing, and you know that it's a good business, and you can buy it here. Okay, you can buy it here. You can still buy. Okay, so this is how I usually research on companies. And the next company that I really want to share with you guys is this company called 𝗲𝗃.AI. How many of you know about this company? Can you type 𝗲𝗃 in the chat? 𝗲𝗃, so I know whether you all know about this company or not. So 𝗲𝗃.AI, I mean, of course, not all AI companies are doing well, but I really wanted to highlight this company because I do see the potential as well. Okay, so over this year to date, I think it's down about 25%. Okay, but no big deal. Okay, because this company is still in the very early stage of their development. Okay, so let's look at the numbers. Okay, so very rare I like to show you guys how I research on companies. Okay, but I can tell you guys it's a very brief research. Okay, so usually I use ChatGPT or Grok to help myself to research on certain companies. But I want to show you guys the more manual way of doing research, okay? Because now we are so reliant on AI, right? Sometimes you lose touch of what is really important, okay? And AI, I can tell you, it is still not the most accurate, okay? So sometimes I use ChatGPT to help me pull out certain numbers using AI, right? And I go and manually search the actual numbers. I can tell you is about 70% correct. Okay, and the rest of the 30%, you have to see for yourself whether it's correct or not. Okay, so AI is still not the best in helping you to invest. You still have to rely on your own investment knowledge, okay? Or you can watch my live stream lah, okay? Then I can tell you whether this company can or not, okay? So anyway, so revenue wise, is positive, and it's also positively increasing for C3AI. By the way, I haven't tell you guys what this company does, right? Okay, never mind. Let's look at the numbers first. Okay, and the scary part is actually this. The scary part is this: the operating income is still been negative and is negatively increasing. So that's why this company is still quite early stage, I believe, because they are still not making money yet. But don't worry, let's see whether what's the company doing later. Okay, but free cash flow, you see, negative. EPS is also negative. Basically the numbers have not been improving lah. Okay, and EBITDA is also very bad. Okay, very bad. And I can tell you the cash flow also says the same story. Okay, so you can see even though the revenue is doing very well, okay, you can see the operating cash flow, everything is very bad. Okay, why? Because it's still very early stage in the company. Okay, so if you want to select companies that are more in the growth stages, it's still in the early stages, unlike like NVIDIA, Palantir, it's all flew out already, right? You need to be able to accept that these are the numbers you're looking at. Okay, these are the numbers that it is still not proven yet in terms of their revenue, but there is potential. Okay, so how do I decide whether to invest or not? Okay, again, I will go and look at their company. Okay, so actually I spent a lot of time on this website because it's very interesting. Okay, so they actually are a company, right? Very interestingly, their clients. Oh, actually I got prepared slides for them. Okay, their clients are, you can see, it's very big companies. Also Shell, there's ExxonMobil, which is all in the oil and gas industry, and they even have all the government contracts, police station, this one don't know also what, logistics, all the government contracts, US Army. Okay, it's all the US Air Force, US Army, GSK, Baker Hughes, super big companies, the county of California, which is quite big. Okay, so you see all the police station, they are all doing government contracts. Okay, and what they do what they do is actually they are the ones that is helping all these companies looking into their company's processes, looking into their company's SOP, and then putting all the information from all of their software into their AI, into their application. That's why it's called enterprise AI. Okay, they are helping this company solve problems, using data, using technology, using AI to see how can they shorten their processes. What is the data, because now everybody is talking about chips, talking about this, talking about that, but they actually use the AI to help make these companies businesses more efficient, more effective. Okay, so I will encourage you guys to go and watch this video. Okay, go and watch the company video. Oh, actually I don't know where is it already. Okay. Oh, not this one. Never mind. Okay, anyway, yeah, so okay, I watched too many videos from this this website already. Okay, basically it was their CEO talking about I think it's this. Okay, go and watch this video. Okay, where the CEO actually shared about the big dreams that they have lah. Okay, what are they doing for all these companies? So you can see that actually C3AI, right, they do not have very high volume of customers. Okay, they don't have very high volume of customers because they work on government contracts. Okay, government contracts, it can be one contract can be a few $billion one. Okay, so that's why they have been focusing on oil and gas and also all the government contracts. Okay, so even if let's say we look at their numbers and it's not increasing, I mean it's not profitable yet, but you look at when the this kind of companies, right, because it is so early, you know, certain, I think it was in April period, or is it somewhere, right, they just announced that or is it this period, I can't remember lah, they announced that they have secured another government contract. Okay, and because of that it just increased like this on. Okay, increased 40+%, and this is just within the last 3 months. Okay, so companies like this, because it's so early, right, you must be able to stomach and take the ups and downs lah. Okay, of just one small news, one new contract, it can go up 40+%, it can go up 50+%. Okay, is that okay, guys? Do you understand so far? If you understand, please type you in the chat so I know that you understand. Okay. All right, so yeah, go through some of the numbers already with you guys. Now I just want to do another shout out. Okay, so if you forget to join us on the Telegram, because last time my team said that I never show this enough number of times. Okay, so now I show every few other slides so that y'all can go and follow us. Okay, so go and click on the link so that y'all can follow us on our Telegram. Okay, this is where we show the news updates, you know, all the technologies, all the AI news, all the earnings, we will also share here. And my co-trainer Beyond as well, he does share a lot of blogging analysis as well. You know, our newsletter is also there. So go and take out your handphone now and also scan our QR code to join. Okay, also send to your friends, your family who like to invest. Okay, so next company is this company called the ARM. Okay, have you guys heard of ARM before? It's not your arm, it's not your arm. It's actually a listed company. If you have heard of it before, can you type ARM? ARM, so I know that you have listened before. Okay, all right. Okay, we have 118 of you guys. Okay, I hope that this content right now, it is still interesting for you. Okay, if it's interesting, we are live every other week lah. Okay, every Monday we have a live. Next week we have Julian, who will be sharing with you guys about forex. Okay, about gold as well. Okay, so please tune in every Monday, and also treat it as every Monday you are learning something new lah. Okay, learning about companies, learning about what's happening in the economy. You know, just spend about 1 hour with us. I can tell you every single week, right? After 1 year of staying with us, your knowledge every week increase about 5%. Okay, so ARM, let's look at the numbers. Okay, sometimes if you don't know what the company is doing, wow, it's very easy one. You just go in and research a bit. Very easy to find. The AI tells you everything about it. Okay, and another way you can watch our live lah. Okay, so I can share with you what the company does. Okay, so overview, the PE of this company is crazy. Okay, it's crazy compared to just now. You look at TSM. TSM is only 20+ PE. So we know that compare apple to apple, right? This company is actually at a much more premium price. Okay, so for ARM, we look at the numbers. Okay, the financials. Okay, revenue is a bit meh lah. Okay, if you look at if you compare to just now the companies that we shared. Okay, but it's still positive. Okay, except for 2023. Okay, but it's not very bad lah. Okay, it's not very bad. Okay, why this? I think this company has not listed very long before. I think it listed in 2021. That's why this number is a dash, because they don't have anything to compare to lah in the past. Okay, so it's a very new company. That's why we don't have the 5 years track record. I always tell my students, my mentorship students, you know, you have to look at the 5 years record. Okay, and don't go into buying all those like IPO companies that is very early on. Okay, the only reason is there's no track record. Okay, unless you are okay to part with your hard-earned money and then you go and invest all. Okay, just kidding. Okay, so look at the numbers. Revenue is okay. You know, operating income is okay as well. But I think I'm not sold on this company, because even though it's one of the biggest company, and in fact ARM actually almost got bought over by Nvidia. Okay, if you see, right, I think in 2020 Nvidia actually offered ARM $40 billion. Okay, $40 billion is how many zeros? I cannot even remember. Okay, billion is a lot of zeros. I think it's 9 zeros. Okay, and the basically they wanted to sell already, but the regulatory, right, people, right, basically the government say you cannot buy, okay, Nvidia, you cannot buy ARM because you will be a freaking big monopoly already. Okay, basically they don't want them to go and monopolize the whole market lah. Okay, then if not, they can go and decide the price of everything. Okay, so basically ARM, right, what they do, let's go and have a look. Okay, so I always look at their website because it's always very interesting what they share over here. Okay, so I think what they do is really helping people develop it is helping like Nvidia and also all those other companies like put in all the information into one device lah. Okay, so you can go and have a look. Personally, after reading all this, I can tell you I still don't fully understand this company, but I'm sharing with you guys because it is they are the ones that really is a very big to monopolize the whole market. Okay, so you can go and see in terms of their how big they are. They also manufacture, basically they are in similar business lah. They manufacture chips over here, and then they also using the information and to develop really software lah. Okay, I think people who work in the tech space, you all probably knows ARM much better than me. Okay, this is based on my very surface research. Okay, and basically they do quite a number of things lah. Okay, if you can see. Okay, so let's just look at the numbers lah, okay, which I'm better at. Okay, so cash flow wise, I'm always looking at the operating cash flow and the free cash flow. So this first quarter is a bit worrying. Okay, it's a bit worrying. Okay, I think basically they have been producing great in 2023, 2024, but 2025 we actually first quarter is actually a drop, but this is just the first quarter only. So don't be too alarmed lah, okay, by all these things. Okay, free cash flow also did quite a lot. But the most important thing is, as good investors, we need to find how come the free cash flow dip. Okay, go and find out how the free cash flow dip, like what happened. Okay, ARM is in my portfolio. Very happy, energized mood. Okay. So TA wise, let's look at ARM. Guys, by the way, when you look at when you go TradingView, right, you go and search for companies. There's always a lot of companies, but you need to make sure that you are selecting the correct one, which is you know which market is being listed at. Okay, so ARM, well, the energized mode. That's why you're so happy, is it? Okay, yeah, it's doing very, very well, as you can see. I think it is looking at over here. Okay, I think I haven't seen much. I mean, for all the AI companies, right? If you see, they are all I think now it's back in their all-time high lah. Okay, you can see that's at the peak already in terms of the TA. Okay, so if you're drawing it, yeah, it's pretty much back at the all-time high lah. Okay, so unless there's certain pullbacks, I won't be looking at this company, especially their Q1 results is not very good. Maybe you observe the Q2 results. Okay, will be better. Okay, that's why previously I was looking at this, but I actually reached back their previous high already lah. Okay, so another company, you know, a lot of people have been telling me about quantum computing. Okay, my TikTok is all about quantum computing. Then I was thinking like, hey, you know, what is quantum computing? Okay, it's actually because a lot of AI now, you know, the AI boom has been up and rising for quite some time already, if I'm not wrong. And the next wave, right, is actually this thing called quantum computing. Okay, so quantum computing, right, is basically all these computers. You need to run the AI. You need computing power, and you also need them to run through a lot of data much faster. Okay, so this is the next wave of companies to look out for lah. Okay, so number one is company is actually D-Wave. Okay, so D-Wave, wow, if you look at the past 1 year, is up 1,800%. Okay, because it started very early on. It's still very new. That's why even though it's in my list, I'm not vested. Okay, just a disclaimer out here. Okay, I'm not vested. Okay, so this company, right, very interesting. Okay, so what they do, right, is actually they are quite similar to the first company that I shared over here, C3AI, but they actually help solve a very big problem. Okay, so they are actually trying to manufacture. They are trying to optimize delivery routes. Okay, so one of the biggest thing that happened in the last couple of months, right, is they actually help this taxi company in the US to maximize their routes. Okay, so let me show you guys what they actually do. Okay, again, this is a company that I can tell you it's very early on. Okay, very early on. Okay, because all these things is still not super proven yet. Okay, so it's about all their solutions. Okay, they have this technology called the what is it? Okay, let me find the information here. But basically, what they do is they help companies optimize their things that like delivery routes, like Amazon delivery routes as well. So very interesting, this company. It is a company that provides solution to other companies lah. Okay, so they are getting all the data. Then after they get the data, they help to solve problems. Okay, so again, I can tell you it is still very early on in their development. Okay, so that's why if you look at the price wise, it's still covering quite early on now. Okay, so in terms of their revenue and all that, it is not super amazing yet. Okay, because I think they haven't break through. They just recently break through the numbers only. Okay, previously they have still been quite in the few million. Haven't even reached the 8 digit or 9 digit revenue yet. Okay, but I think it's probably upcoming. Okay, so still quite early on. That's why the EPS, everything, cash flow is still negative. Okay, so it basically doesn't pass value investing checklist lah. Okay, cash flow wise also still not doing well, but there is a lot of people talking about this stock because of the future of what it can bring lah. Okay, so TA wise, I can tell you is still doesn't pass lah. Okay, but I am very hopeful for this company because of all the problems that they are solving in the society. Okay, so this is another company that I'm looking out for. And then yeah, that's it. Actually, that's the last company that I wanted to share. Okay, but if let's say you are looking for quantum computing companies, right, but you are not sure which stock to go for, there is another you can go to this thing called the quantum computing ETF. Okay, so this ETF, I think it's called QTUM. Okay, I think it's QTUM, yeah. So it is a ETF, right, which means a basket of quantum computing stocks. Okay, I think you can look at their sorry, not this one. It's a AI and quantum computing ETF. But if I'm not wrong, right, I think the quantum computing stocks only takes up about 10%, of their holdings. Okay, so the rest is like AI stocks. Okay, but if you don't want to miss out on the quantum computing revolution, okay, go and look into ETF. Okay, if you don't want to go for individual stocks, right, that is not proven yet, okay, so go to the ETF is much better. Okay, even AI, there's ETF as well. Okay, so this is all I wanted to share with you guys today. I hope these 5 stocks, actually, I should have gone through a summary of it. But anyway, these 5 stocks is companies that are probably upcoming in the AI space, or actually the future of AI space as well. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed what I shared today. Okay, so let me stop share so you can have a look. Okay, so Desmond say QBTS and QTUM. Yes, correct. So let me answer some questions. Like say, can still buy Nvidia or Google? I don't want to tell you can buy or not lah. Okay, but you look at the numbers on there. These are very very strong companies. But I can tell you for Nvidia, it is such a big company that everybody thinks that I mean the price have already been reflected in their share price already. I mean right now it's at a premium, but I cannot tell you whether it will still keep going up or not. Okay, it depends on them. But Google, I'm very biased because Google is in my portfolio, and I still believe that Google has much more space to grow, especially in the AI space. I think they are doing much more work upcoming, and Google has been in my portfolio for quite a while lah. Okay, so I can tell you I'm very biased. Okay, B by okay, I haven't looked at this company, but it did come out in my research yet. Okay, so maybe I share with you in the next live stream. Okay, MG. Okay, hey, AY, you attended my last weekend class, is it? POSS homework from day one, a real company can enter today. Which company you entered? I think we shared a little bit about Google and Microsoft, and we did share quite a few companies lah. Okay, so please do your own due diligence. Okay, if let's say the setup is correct, follow the rules, then you can go ahead. Okay, AY, I think Microsoft, right? If I'm not wrong, the earnings is in the next 2 days. You never watched my sharing just now, is it? Okay, Microsoft is tomorrow. It's on Wednesday. Okay, but it's after close up. So like I said, usually I don't do any major movements right before earnings, okay? Because earnings can be very unpredictable. Here say most anticipated, okay, but it's unpredictable. Okay, so I don't play this kind of I don't take risks during this kind of periods. Okay. If let's say Microsoft after their earnings actually the price fluctuate, then the premium for your options can be very high. Okay, for those of you who don't know what is BOSS, y'all can attend our next session. Okay, our next class is on 23rd to 25th of August. Okay, so those of you on TikTok, I forgot that I have a TikTok crowd behind. Okay, so those of you on TikTok, you can also join our class 23rd to 25th of August. Sorry, not 25th. 23rd and 24th of August. Okay, so you want to find out more details, you all can join our BOS Telegram. Okay, I'll be sharing more about that as well. Okay, and also on the 5th of August, okay, let me stop share first. On the 5th of August, I'm also sharing a little bit about our class. Okay, so 5th of August, I forgot what time already. But anyway, 5th of August, we have a class. So you have to join our Telegram to find out more lah. Okay, make sure that you join us. Okay, let me share screen so you all don't miss out on this. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So join us on Telegram. We will share with you guys more on the 5th of August what we are doing, and also the details of our 2 days class lah. Okay, so this is where we dive deeper into companies, how to use options to actually optimize your investing. Okay, so sometimes the stock that you want to buy, right? For example, just now you all mentioned Microsoft and Google, right? Maybe it's too early in the I mean you feel like too expensive really. Okay, so the method that I'm gonna be teaching you guys on 5th of August is actually this strategy called BOSS. Okay, can you guys type BOSS in the chat? Okay, so BOSS is a method that you can own or kind of own certain companies while waiting for the price to drop lah. Okay, and you'll get paid a premium. Okay, how many of you love that? If you are waiting for a company to drop in price, right, you also get paid for doing that. Okay, so make sure that you join our BOS Telegram, and then I will be sharing a lot of valuable insights, especially during this period where a lot of stocks are going at an all-time high, right? There is still opportunities out there, okay, where I share with my students and yourself as well on how to do all these things, okay? But most importantly, you need to make sure that you are up to date lah. If you are missing out on all this information, then everybody make money already, then the next company that already comes out, right, is gone already. Okay, so last question. AY, do you close the option trade before earnings? I don't. Okay, I don't. And I'll tell you the reason why. Because if let's say you close the option trade before the earnings, then suddenly the price shoot up. Then you'll feel like, wow, I shouldn't have closed it. Okay, I don't do this kind of things, AY. But you can try lah. Then you tell me how it is. Okay, so anyway, how come suddenly got more people join? Okay, anyway, yeah, so do join us for our next live stream, and I hope to see you guys on the 5th of August, and where I'll be sharing with you guys one of my option strategy. Okay, no, Kim is not the same. 5th of August, right, is a 2 hours session. Okay, this one I'm just gonna teach one strategy. But on the 23rd to 24th of August, right, I'm going to teach about 2 to 3 option strategy. Okay, but that one is a paid class. That one, you come for the 5th of August first for my class. Then I'll share a bit more on what I teach in the 2 days class. Okay, because 2 days is too long already. There's a lot of more strategy that I want to teach because it is a paid class. Okay, so those of you who just joined us, I don't know how come you all suddenly join us, because I'm gonna end the live stream already. But anyway, yeah, AY says that BOSS is a great and valuable strategy. Yes, correct. That's why AY, you are very smart to attend earlier. Okay, so yep, I will see you guys there. Thanks for coming for my live stream today. I hope it's valuable. If let's say there's new companies that I'm looking at, most likely I'll share with my mentorship students first. But if let's say there's some companies you all want me to go through also, can you guys type in the chat or type in the Telegram now? Then I can see how we can add value to you guys. Okay, so that's all I have today, everybody. So I will see you in the next live stream and on 5th of August. Okay, bye-bye, everybody. See you.